Hey everybody, Fox with Tiger Force, and we are running an epic war pairing experiment. One clan split into two, Tiger Force, unengineered, Liger Force, engineered, as the name would imply, and I am going to be bringing you the results play by play. All right, everybody. So we have decided to take on an experiment. As my previous video explained, we will be having two different clans because we're trying to figure out how the clan pairing system has changed after the last update. We've been getting smoked because we've been paired against extremely engineered clans, even though we've started for some players to become unengineered. That's left us somewhere in the middle, which has left us with some major problems. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to determine if engineered is the way to go or if unengineered is the way to go. As I explained in my last video, we had even sent some people to the other clans that were unengineered in order to see how pairing was going, and in order to really make a determination, we decided to do some tests ourselves. So we divided into two clans, like I mentioned. The unengineered members of Tiger Force remained at Tiger Force, and we recruited some new members that were unengineered, and then the engineered people went over to a new clan we created called Liger Force. So how did the pairing go? Well, let's just take a look. So this is the unengineered pairing, and it was awesome. So we have two max Town Hall 11s at the top, and this was our opponent. As you can tell, not obviously maxed Town Hall 11s. Looks like some Inferno Towers, no Eagles. Kind of an engineered clan in terms of the offense, but the defense was just not anything to compete with us. So we defeated this clan fairly easily, actually very easily. We perfect scored them, and they did not perfect score us. We won by 3 stars. So that was this pairing. Now on Liger Force, it was also a better pairing than we've had in the past. So Liger Force ended up perfect scoring them, and they ended up losing, or the enemy ended up losing by 1. We won by 1 point. So far after the first war, the pairings on both sides when split is better. Truly unengineered looks better. Truly engineered looks better than what we've experienced the prior wars, which was lose, 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 lose. And we had been struggling even before that after updates, but definitely the last 4 before this last war were brutal. So how does this war look, you might ask? Well, let's just take a look here. So this war is not looking nearly as good, and I think I know the reason why, and hopefully this will add some insight. So this war pairing, let's just scout out some enemies here. So this again is for the unengineered side of Tiger Force. Now this war pairing, look at that. Max Town Hall 11, Max Town Hall 11. Yeah, this is a lot different than the last clan we faced. Could it be luck? Possibly. But there was one thing that I did during war pairing, and Tiger Force can beat me later, but I was debating on a member, whether or not to send him to Liger Force or whether to take him with us to Tiger Force. And his name is Frahelga, and he is the man. So I really, Frahelga, stick with us, buddy. You're really cool. He has a lot of insight. In fact, he had brought up the fact that if you have too many engineered clans or engineered bases in a clan, during war pairing, it will skew the pairing. And I think he was right, and I think his base might have been the tipping point. So we may have him go to Liger Force for the next war. But the other thing that we did that was different than last war's pairing was we took a very low Town Hall level base and we brought it in. And I think that with the last war, we had Town Hall 7s that were fairly maxed. I'd say mid to maxed range Town Hall 7s as our lowest members. But this war, I think we've got like a Town Hall 5 in there with very weak defenses, plus the engineered base of Frahelga's. And so I really think that that might have tipped the scale, because this war pairing, quite frankly, looks a lot like what we were seeing before and we were having some difficulties with. So it's not quite as bad as what we were seeing before. I still believe that we can win this war. Liger Force, on the other hand, they have another good-looking pairing. They did pull in some Inferno Towers, whereas in the prior war they did not. So in Liger Force, we have no Inferno Towers, but the enemy has, I believe, a total of 3. It still looks really good, though, because our offense looks very good. So, how will this war end? How will we fare? How does the pairing look versus ours? And then what will happen when we move for Helga over to Liger Force for the next pairing and bring in some more Town Hall 7s as our lowest next pairing. Stay tuned and we'll keep you updated. Make sure and subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you're active and competitive, head over to Search Clans, type in our hashtag, and request to join. Make sure you reference that you found us on YouTube, and we look forward to seeing you soon.